COVID-19 has also been spreading throughout the land down under, according to the Australian government. That's where actor Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson were when they started feeling ill, according to a post on his Instagram page. He wrote in his caption, "To play things right, as is needed in the world right now, we were tested for the coronavirus and were found to be positive." After that, the couple went into isolation. Interestingly enough, a post that Hanks made shortly thereafter sparked controversy, though not because of any coronavirus concerns. He shared a snap of toast slathered in Vegemite, an Australian culinary staple. But Australians were flummoxed by the amount of the condiment he had spread on his toast, according to People magazine, and admonished him for his mistake. Journalist Sally Sarah tweeted, "Life is like a tube of Vegemite. Don't try it all at once." You might not think of James Bond or his many lady friends as especially susceptible to illness, but one Bond girl did test positive for coronavirus, Ukrainian-born actress Olga Kurilenko. In a post on her Instagram page, she wrote, "I've actually been ill for almost a week now. Fever and fatigue are my main symptoms. Take care of yourself and do take this seriously." Kurilenko also said that she was locked up at home while sick, which prompted people to ask her why she had quarantined at home instead of at a hospital. Her answer? Because hospitals are full and they are only taking patients that are struggling with life, if I understand correctly. She was also careful to assure her fans that she would call an ambulance if necessary. As to where Kurilenko contracted the illness, she said, "Impossible to know." Beloved British actor Idris Elba took to Twitter to share an unfortunate announcement on March 16, 2020. He'd tested positive for COVID-19. He wrote in the caption, "I feel okay. I have no symptoms so far, but have been isolated since I found out about my possible exposure to the virus." He encouraged people to stay home and be pragmatic, noting that he'd keep his followers informed about his health. Elba also shared a video in the tweet in which he discussed the details of his diagnosis and implored his followers to take the situation seriously.
Now's the time to really think about social distancing, washing your hands.
Elba implored his fans to forget their partisan differences and come together to take care of each other.
Now's the time for solidarity. Now's the time for thinking about each other.
Slow its spread. 19-year-old singer Charlotte Lawrence broke the news on Instagram with this post begging her followers to stay inside and quarantine.
Guys that had corona to really stress the importance of self-quarantine and self-isolation.
Actor Daniel Day Kim also tested positive.
And I guess it's nice to be mentioned in the same breath as Tom Hanks and Idris Elba, two of my favorite actors.
He was filming a new project in New York City, ironically playing a doctor who gets recruited to a hospital to help during a flu pandemic. When production stopped, Daniel flew back to his Hawaii home and went to a drive-through testing center in Honolulu.
I started noticing some scratchiness in my throat, which is unlike how I usually get sick.
Actress Debbie Mazar, who lives in Brooklyn, says she was caring for her daughters who had mild symptoms earlier this month, from which they recovered. 2 weeks later, she says she felt the same symptoms, but much worse. She has now tested positive for the virus. The Bachelor's Colton Underwood considers himself to be a healthy 28-year-old who works out and eats well. Diagnosed with the coronavirus, he bluntly describes how it's making him feel.
It's been kicking my just to put it very bluntly. The main thing is I can't even walk up a flight of stairs without being out of breath or go to the bathroom without having to sit down because I'm exhausted.
On Instagram, Andy Cohen shared this update, saying he's taking a break from his nightly Bravo show, Watch What Happens Live, since testing positive for COVID-19. Convicted rapist Harvey Weinstein has also tested positive for the coronavirus. He was diagnosed and quarantined just days after he was transferred to a maximum security prison in Buffalo, New York. He'd previously been located at New York City's Rikers Island, where a cluster of inmates there also have it. Republican Senator Rand Paul tested positive for the virus just days after his own father, Ron Paul, posted that he thinks the coronavirus is a hoax. Many are criticizing Rand because he's also a doctor and did not self-quarantine while awaiting his test results. Now, Senators Mitt Romney and Mike Lee of Utah are self-quarantined after coming into contact with Rand. Miami's Mayor Francis Suarez has been giving updates from his home since his diagnosis.
Okay, guys, this is day 5 since I've been diagnosed, day 6 since I've had the coronavirus, so I've been medicine-free for the last 2 days.
Kevin Durant was one of the 4 Brooklyn Nets players to test positive for the coronavirus. While he has been quiet on social media, his friend and former Golden State teammate Quinn Cook says Kevin is doing well and in good spirits. Facebook is where Placido Domingo let the world know that he has COVID-19. The 79-year-old says he is in self-quarantine with his family. It's the reminder that the virus does not discriminate. Remember to thoroughly wash your hands and stay at home, because Robert De Niro has got his eyeballs on you.
I'm watching you.